Hello my loves, welcome to Astro Haiti, where we talk about astrology, and I only do Aries only tarot readings. Today we're going to talk about what it is to have an Aries sun and a Taurus rising. If you are an Aries, you know that Mars is your astrological papi, and as a rising sign with Taurus, you also have a strong Venus, a strong connection to Venus. So what does that mean for you? That you have that passion and drive and determination that is an Aries in terms of love, career, and relationships, but also you have the earthiness of Taurus, okay? Taurus is all about sensuality, it's about pleasure, but it's all about thinking and doing things methodically. So when you combine an Aries with a Taurus, what do you get in terms of personality? You get a little watered down Aries. It's very different than someone who has an Aries sun with a fire ascendant. If you have an Aries sun and an earth ascendant, as in Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, you may be a little bit more balanced than a typical Aries. People might meet you and not automatically think, ooh, Aries. As a matter of fact, if you are an Aries sun and Taurus rising, you tend to think things through a little bit more. You have a little bit more patience. You might even be a little extra stubborn, because Aries do tend to be very focused on what it is that they want, and Tauruses are very immovable. Tauruses, because of that Venus energy, that earth energy, tend to get very laser focused as well on what it is they want and things being a certain way. Hence why Aries and Taurus combination can be amazing at getting things done. However, it can be very challenging to change their mind. If you have Taurus as a rising sign as an Aries, you are a very sensual person. So Aries are known to be very passionate, but Tauruses are known to be very sensual. And there is a difference, because sensuality has to do with the senses. So Taurus rising Aries sun people tend to be a little bit more physical, even though Aries are usually very physical because we are ruled by Mars, which is a very active and physical planet. Taurus's physicality and pleasures have to do with tasting food, and you might be a little bit more of a foodie than the traditional Aries. You might be really into physical touch as a love language, and you are very into the material world, dressing beautifully, lots of jewelry, and being flashy in that, because Aries does tend to be a little bit flashy. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. Now let's talk about money, honey. Aries sun and Taurus risings are all about the material world. Venus is the planet of love and sensuality and beauty and anything romance. However, Venus also rules money, the material world, what we wear, what we own, okay? So if you are an Aries sun and a Taurus rising, you probably like to own really nice things. You probably have a beautiful home that's expensive but still flashy, again, Aries. You also probably have a tendency to be very focused on making a lot of money, because you have that Aries drive to success, to succeed, and that Taurus methodical, very practical, pragmatic ability to put your head in the ground and get things done. So Aries typically, you know, we have all these irons in the fire and we do all these things and we're very creative, and it's like pew 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 pew, and sometimes we don't finish what we start. But when you have an Aries sun and a Taurus rising, you get ish done. Tauruses do not play. It might take them longer to do things because they are so intentional. However, with that Aries fire, you'll be much more efficient. As an Aries sun, Taurus rising, do things very quickly and also be very focused in getting things done and finishing them for financial success. Because you are a Taurus rising Aries, your 10th house or midhaven is in Aquarius, and the midhaven is the career house. It leads and shows what you might be inspired to do professionally. Of course, there's other areas, in your chart that show you that as well. But if it's just about the Aries sun and Taurus rising, you might be into something that's a little bit more unconventional, despite Taurus's very practical nature. So you might lean towards careers that are about banking or accounting or anything having to do with finances or being very pragmatic and methodical, but finding new and innovative ways, since you have the 10th house in Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about innovation and unconventionalism, to do those things. So maybe you create the technology that changes the banking system. Maybe you do anything in terms of financing in a new way, okay? With Aries as your sun, you're also very passionate and fiery about success. Therefore, it is very likely that if you have an Aries sun and Taurus rising, that you're going to be very successful, very financially lucrative, independent, and yes, maybe potentially create something new and innovative to change your field. When it comes to love, your 7th house, my loves, is in Scorpio. Scorpio is a very intense sign. Scorpio is all about extremes, okay? So Aries sun, Taurus rising with the Scorpio 7th house, that means it's a very intense and physical person right there. Scorpio is also about physicality and the sign usually people connect to when it comes to sex or intimacy and deep hidden truths and mystery, okay? Because Scorpio rules the 8th house of transformation, other people's money, and tarot, astrology, and also what's hidden. So Aries sun, Taurus risings, in relationships, you are very physical. As I said, you are very sensual, and you also can hold grudges. I said it. You are extremely warm and intense, yes, but because of your extremism in the Scorpio in the 7th house, you might pull back and retreat, as Taurus tends to kind of stick their head in the sand and be immovable when they don't get their way. You also express your love probably with a lot of gifts and material things, because Taurus tend to be very generous. They tend to be, again, very material and earthy due to the Venus and Taurus being an earth sign. You add that with Aries, and those gifts are probably very extravagant, because Aries, again, are very flashy. Don't I know it? Don't you know it? That is it, my loves. To have an Aries sun, Taurus rising, all the little traits and things you can expect from the people in your life that have this combination, or if you have this combination in your astrological chart. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and come back for more astrology and Aries only tarot videos. Bye.